Hi guys, so I quickly wanted to talk to you a little bit about Shakeology because it is such a huge part of your business, and I know we sent over a few videos today to watch, but I also just kind of wanted to give you my perspective on it, and how I talk about Shakeology to my customers. So a few of the things that I like to talk about when I talk about Shakeology is that it is gluten-free. I know that is such a huge concern for a lot of people. It's not certified yet, but it's going through the process. It's actually made in a facility that processes other things that are not gluten-free. So it's in the process of being certified gluten-free right now, but we have so many coaches and challengers who are on it who haven't had any problems with it at all. It's all fair trade and it's all natural. And the benefits of Shakeology are going to be on an individual basis, so it's going to be different for everybody, but everybody that I know has had some major success with Shakeology. So for me, I had really, really horrible skin prior to drinking Shakeology. I had the cystic acne that was just like the big everywhere, like my forehead, my chin, and I was embarrassed to even go anywhere without wearing makeup. I mean, it was really bad. And within a month of drinking Shakeology, that cleared up for me. So I haven't had any issues. I don't take any prescriptions. When I stop drinking my Shakeology, my skin will start to break out again. So I think it has something to do with all the vitamins and minerals in there that my body wasn't getting before. But that was one of the things. It increased my energy. So I was 5 months postpartum when I started drinking Shakeology. And obviously, all of you moms out there know that when you're up all night, I was breastfeeding twins. I was up with them all the time. I was working 50 or 60 hours a week at the time with a 2-hour commute. So I was tired. And this gave me a lot of energy. And I used to have major stomach problems, like to the point where I would have to go home from work and I would be not able to move, curled up in a ball, like my stomach would just hurt so bad. And I haven't had any of those at all since I've been on Shakeology. So those are some of my own benefits, but I know that I've had challengers that have gotten off of their diabetes medication. I've had coaches who have gotten off of their sleeping aids that they had prescriptions for, and just there's like a ton of things that have happened. I mean, I even have a coach who went through having leukemia and was doing like P90X3 through her treatments, and she credited that to Shakeology just making her feel so good. So the benefits to Shakeology are just like crazy. It naturally aids in weight loss and muscle growth, and it just does that because it's full of such good stuff. There's no synthetic stuff in there. The vitamins are something that your body can naturally absorb. And so this is really good when you're comparing it to other shakes on the market because most of them have synthetic ingredients, but Shakeology doesn't. It can increase your mood with the adaptogens that are in it, which is kind of huge here in the Pacific Northwest where it's like raining for 7 months out of the year. We get a little bit gloomy, so having the adaptogens in there is really good. Shakeology is the #1 selling product for Beachbody. And so that's why we're talking to you about this so much, because you're going to want to make sure that you know about it, because if it's the #1 selling product for Beachbody, it's going to be a big selling item for you if you're having a successful and thriving business. So you need to know about it. You need to know how to talk to people about it. You need to being a product of the product so that you can organically talk about it and you can tell people these same things that I'm telling you with confidence, because you can listen to someone like me say this all day long, but until you've actually felt the effects yourself, you're not going to be able to effectively talk about it. So I like to make sure that my people who get Shakeology are happy with it. One of the things that I like to do is give them a recipe for their flavor of Shakeology, because oftentimes people shake it in water and it doesn't taste good that way. So I want to make sure that my people who are buying Shakeology from me are getting a good recipe from me so that they actually like it, they like the way it tastes, and they're not dissatisfied with it. I like to touch base with people once a month to make sure they're still loving it. And I just like to really, get in there with people in my challenge groups and suggest different recipes to people, give them my honest opinion on the flavors, and just like be very upfront and honest about it. Like, I don't like vanilla, so I tell people why I don't like vanilla. Some people love it. There are a lot of people that love it, but just for me personally, I do have a recipe that I like with vanilla, so if somebody insists on buying vanilla, I like to give them that recipe. I love chocolate, I love strawberry, I love greenberry, so those are easy for me. But I just like to be upfront and honest with people about those things. So, and the new 6 combo pack is an amazing way for those people, your challengers or somebody who, maybe doesn't want to commit to a full bag of Shakeology. It's a great way for them to get the effects of almost a full week of Shakeology, because by then they should be really starting to feel the energy and to feel some of the changes that I've been talking about. So selling that combo pack is a great way. If you are planning on selling that, I would just send it with a recipe for every single flavor so that they're loving it. They can decide what flavor they want and they can roll into HD. Another thing to tell your people is that we have a 30-day bottom of the bag guarantee. So if they are dissatisfied with it at the end of the 30 days, they can send it back empty and they'll get their money back, which is a really great way to make people feel like they're not putting as much out there. They're not investing all this money that they could never get back, because Beachbody would give it back. I've never had anybody who's actually wanted to return it at the end of the 30 days, but that's always an option if somebody really hates it. But, people love it. They try it and they love it. And I really can't stress enough that you should all be on HD, because it will make you feel good and you won't be able to stop talking about it, and that pays off in your business. When you are genuinely excited and you genuinely love a product, it is so much easier to talk about it to people, and they just see that, how genuine you are about it, and that is what helps you sell the products. So that's all I'm going to say today. My video is getting too long, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow.